Hi everyone, it's Nini. Welcome to my channel. This is part 2 of my Deadwood and Spearfish vlog. In part 1, I walked around the historic Main Street and then explored Mount Moriah Cemetery. Join me for part 2 in this video where I explore some of the very beautiful outdoors that is near Deadwood and Spearfish. After I got done at the cemetery, I made my way out of Deadwood to Mount Roosevelt for a short hike. Well, it would have been a short hike if I didn't stop to take 87,000 pictures and videos, but whatever. I made it to Mount Roosevelt and I'm going to start up the hike, and look what's at the trailhead, which I always appreciate. I'm sure many of you can guess what I'm about to show you. A bathroom. I love how I'm totally not pointing at the bathroom. The bathroom is this little sliver of roof back here. In my defense, it was very sunny and my viewfinder is really small, so I couldn't see what I was pointing at. But anyway, we're off to a great start. This is a short hike. I think it's only about 0.6 miles or so, but there should be some pretty views at the top. I didn't realize it was a gravel, kind of windy, twisty road to get up here, so there were a couple turns where I was like, so I need to unclench my ass cheeks before I start up the trail. This is what's known as a lollipop trail, where you go up and then it splits and loops around, and the trail is shaped like a lollipop. I'm out of breath already, this is pathetic. But I think I saw on a map on the right side there's an overlook, and I want to catch that on the way down, so I'm going to take the left side. Holy moly, look at all the rock over there. Just look at the view. Oh my gosh. Oh geez, it's there already. Mount Roosevelt, the Friendship Tower. The Friendship Tower was constructed in 1919 through the efforts of Seth Bullock, lawman, rancher, entrepreneur, and second forest supervisor of the Black Hills National Forest, to commemorate the life and death of his personal friend, Theodore Roosevelt. There's Seth Bullock. So they were buddies. Wouldn't that be nice if somebody valued your friendship so much that they built a tower in honor of you? Theodore Roosevelt was my favorite president for a very long time. I thought he was kind of spunky. He was an outdoorsman and he overcame a lot of health issues. Like, he had really very severe asthma, but he overcame it. And the man went to give a speech and he was shot at, and he still gave his speech. Apparently his speeches were so long that the paper of his speech was so thick in his pocket that it stopped the bullet. But I don't know, I've recently learned that he might have been a tad racist, so I might want to rethink that choice. But then look at me, I'm on a hill 400 miles from home to try to heal my mental health, so maybe I need to reevaluate all my life choices. You can walk up the stairs, so let's head up top. Ooh, those are some steep steps. This is so cool because you have a 360-degree view of the Black Hills. It is gorgeous. I think that is Black Elk Peak, which is the highest point in South Dakota. And actually, is it the highest point east of the Rocky Mountains? And then over here, somewhere 50 miles away, is Devil's Tower. And I read last night that you apparently can see it if you have binoculars. I did not bring binoculars, so shit. My gosh, this is peaceful. Oh look, that is Bear Butte. This is what my spirit needed, definitely. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I mean, just listen to that. How can you not feel better hearing the birds? Oh, I think we got a pretty view here. Bear Butte is off in the distance. Here's some educational information on buttes. Most importantly, pronounced Butte, not butt. Butte is a French word that means small hill. A butte is a geological formation that has steep vertical sides or cliffs, a flat top, and that has a height greater than its width. Oh, that's interesting. Buttes are distinctly different from mesas found in the southwestern U.S. There's a vulture flying around back there. I think he knows there's a plus size out of shape girl hiking. Hi. What a cutie.
Hi.
Can I say hi?
Oh yes, that's Andy.
Andy, aren't you a cutie? Was you oh, good for you though, good for you. And we're back to the fork in the road. That was lovely. Hopefully my car isn't making too much noise, but I gotta have the air on. It's a short hike. I think if you didn't stop and take a million pictures and videos like I did, you could do it in half an hour. I know I was out there for over an hour, but I stopped and took a lot of pictures and videos. I stopped and just listened to the sounds of nature. Now I'm gonna head to Spearfish and then down Spearfish Canyon, which should be a really pretty drive. There's 3 waterfalls there that I wanna see. One you just drive up to. The other one, there's a really short hike. I think it's half a mile. Then the other one is a 2-mile hike to get to, but that's less than an hour of a hike. All right, let's get off this mountain and head to Spearfish. Can you imagine having that in your backyard? Oh, I would love that. Spearfish Canyon is freaking gorgeous. Just look at all the rocks around here. am starting the Roughlok Trails hike. It's a mile there to the waterfall and then a mile back. I think you can drive up to the falls and not have to do this hike, but I enjoy being out in nature. I like hiking, and it didn't seem like it would be that long of one. Plus I get to enjoy more views like this. Though I lost cell phone coverage in Spearfish Canyon, and I always text my family when I start a hike when I get back to the car. I do that when I kayak too. I think that's just being responsible when you're a solo hiker and kayaker. Can't do that today. Speaking of safety, I got a new backpack. The last time I bought a backpack was in 2008, but it comes with a rep whistle, so that should make my mom feel a little bit better. And look at that. This trail was near a road, which was a little bit of a bummer because you could hear the cars. But fun fact, if you would follow that road and go a little bit further past Roughlok Falls, there's a spot where they filmed part of Dances with Wolves. So I was near an area where Kevin Costner once walked. So I'm like basically a celebrity now. Oh, there it is. This was an out and back trail, so you walked back on the same path that you took. I don't mind those because you have different views of scenery on your way back, and depending on where the sun is, you might be joined by your shadow on your walk back. The trailhead for Spearfish Falls was kind of across the road from the start of Roughlok Falls, near the Latch String restaurant. Hello again!
You actually walked here and I cheated.
You descend quite a bit to come down to this waterfall, so that is not going to be fun to go back up, but I think this will be worth it. Going back up the hill was not bad at all. And yes, it was totally worth it. Spending so much time in nature like I did on this day was exactly what I needed. Being outdoors has always been my happy place. For me, a lot of my struggles come from inside my head, and when I spend time outside, it's like I can get outside of my head a little bit. There's just something about being able to feel the warmth of the sun on my skin, listening to the birds sing, listening to water trickle, listening to the wind rustle through the trees, hearing the sound my hiking boots make when I walk on a trail. It calms me and almost makes it feel like I can breathe better. I really struggle with negative thoughts, and over the past month I've been trying to work on self-improvement, and I've tried to shift my thinking to be more positive. Sometimes it feels like the world knocks me down over and over and over, almost like it's punishing me for something, and elusive happiness will never come. On this day, I felt my mood start to lift the second I started on the trail up Mount Roosevelt. It was a short trail, but by the time I finished, I felt better than I had felt in a long time. And to be honest, some of that was probably endorphins because I was exercising after all, but there's just something about being out in nature that refreshes me. I struggle with negative thoughts in telling myself that I'm no good, but I have also had people in my life who have focused on my flaws. They make me feel like there's something wrong with me because I have anxiety and depression, or that being an addict makes me unlovable. I think a better way to look at things is to focus on the fact that despite my flaws, despite outside forces, none of that has broke me. It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. What matters is how many times you get back up. Instead of telling myself that I'm a bad person or there's something wrong with me, I'm telling myself I'm strong. I tell myself I'm brave for picking myself up and going out again into a world that is scary and unknown and will probably hurt me again. Most importantly, I tell myself that I'm resilient. This is the end of part 2 of my Deadwood and Spearfish vlog. Please join me for part 3, where I check out Main Street Deadwood at night, and my last day in Deadwood, where I check out the Adams Museum and tour a brothel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.